Hi everyone. Welcome to Would You Rather, the new Would You Rather. What is this? The number 12th video? I think it's number 12. It's definitely number 12. Yeah, definitely number 12. um if you guys probably thought I was going to go out and vote. Well, truthfully, I didn't because I'd figured mom would pick up my nephew Josiah right after, which kind of bothers me a bit. So I chose not to go. So here we are tonight. We're doing Would You Rather number 12 so far, I believe. I could be correct. I could be right. Or I could be wrong. That's what this title is going to be until I figure it out. So anyway, at 10:30, top 5 decisions as usual. Let's start. First one, would you rather be homeless or in prison? Homeless. 51% says homeless, 49% says in prison. Better off with no without a home than in prison. Prison is just full of scum. You never survive in prison. Oh, would you rather be only be able to whisper or be able to shout? Well, gladly I chose being able to shout because 69% says they be able to whisper and 31% says they'd rather be able to shout. I'm more of a shouter than a whisperer. Well, I'm sometimes a whisperer when I'm in a grandmother situation. So, what the frick? Would you rather always have your phone always fully charged or always have your phone always connected to Wi Fi? The fully charged one. 37% says they always have their phone always charged fully. 63% says they always have their phone connected to Wi Fi always. Well, I do both those things. I both keep my phone fully charged and connected to Wi-Fi. But the actual problem on my phone is right now, currently, is that whenever I try to leave the house and try to connect to cellular data, that's a similar problem because I want to watch YouTube and I can't do that. I want to listen to my YouTube music and I can't do that because the cellular data is just acting like a frick hole. So that's why I don't go anywhere. Would you rather have a death penalty or go to jail for life? Oh man. Life in jail. 34% says they'd rather have a death penalty, and 66% says they'd rather go to jail for life. Well, you spend your life in jail for, uh, I don't know, for rape, a sexual assault, many reasons. Uh, Death penalty is when you put on for a murder that'll ruin a person's life, apparently. Would you Would you rather go to an amusement park or a family reunion? Uh, Amusement parks are fun. A family union is just having a good time with family. Amusement park, because I want to do both things. 64% says they'd rather go to an amusement park, and 36% says they'd rather go to a family reunion. Well, family reunions are a massive tradition whenever necessary. And amusement parks is also like a tradition, like for summer. or graduation day or grades up or crap or anything. I don't know. I'm much better going to an amusement park with my girl. I wish. Would you rather be limited to 500 words a day or be limited to 500 steps a day? Yeah, 500 words. 66% says they'd rather be limited to 500 words a day, and 34% says they'd rather be limited to 500 steps a day. Well, I'll leave that with Kaylee, the 500 steps, because she's done that before during our time in vocational school. Proud of her. All right, next. Uh, oh, man. Would you rather go swimming with sharks or alligators? Oh, my God. They're both really dangerous. They're both really scary. Alligators. 66% says they'd rather go swimming with sharks. 32% says they'd rather go swimming with alligators. Well, if I if I am ever in an alligator lake or alligator river or whatever, I'm better off standing up in the lake because the lakes are less deep. But with sharks, swimming with sharks, heck no. Screw that. I have always been horrified of sharks. And I've always worried myself. Would you rather have everybody stare awkwardly or have everyone look away in disgust? This is no comparison to. This is no comparison to my dream, apparently. So I'd rather have people stare at me weirdly than look away in disgust. 76% says they'd rather have everyone stare awkwardly, or 24% says they'd rather have everyone look away in disgust. Well, like that dream I told you about last week when about that whole thing with the elevator thing. That 10-year old little white girl that wrapped her hands around my waist and said I was cute, or and then said I was weird. You remember that? All right, 10:30. 10:30. You know what that means? Time for the top five choices. You ready? Let's start. Number five. Would you rather be extremely paranoid or naive? Paranoid. 44% says they'd rather be extremely paranoid, and 56% says they'd rather be extremely naive. Hmm. I don't know if I've been naive or anything. Let's not speak of it. But paranoid, I've always been. Number four. Would you rather spend all day in your pajamas or spend all day in a suit? Pajamas. 79% says they'd rather spend all day in their pajamas, and 21% says they'd rather spend all day in a suit. Well, business suit or tracksuit or whatever. I'd rather spend the rest of my day in PJs, apparently. Oh, man. Suit, business suit, or some crap. Okay, number three. Would you would you rather be would you rather be the smartest moron or the dumbest genius? Um, Yeah. Dumbest genius. Screw it. 42% says they'd rather be the smartest moron, and 58% says they'd rather be the dumbest genius. I'm not dumb. I'm better off smart than dumb. Should have been dumb moron than a smart genius. I don't know. Number 2. Would you rather get one wish from a genie or receive $1 million? Heck it. A million. 60% says they'd rather get one wish from a genie. 40% says they'd rather receive $1 million. Well, I want to be rich. Well, I want to be rich. With that kind of money, I might be rich, quit my job, and buy almost anything. Heck, I could buy some expensive crap for Kaylee if necessary. Oh. Alright. You guys ready? It's now time for the number one decision. And that is, would you rather live in your favorite video game or live in your favorite movie? Well, I play more video game than go see movie, so video game. 40% says they'd rather live in their favorite video game, and 60% says they'd rather live in their favorite movie. Well, like I said, more video game, less movie is where I'm more likely living. I'm already living in that. Okay, so that's it for Would You Rather, the 12th, I believe, or assume. If I would look real quick. I am so right. It is number 12. This is the 12th. I'm so dumb. I'm always forgetting to keep score. All right. That's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned for Street Racing HD this time. And hopefully an SMG4 reaction video. Hopefully SML. Also Jules Fantasy and Gacha Club. Yeah, I'm going to have a busy Wednesday on YouTube as always. Stay tuned, guys. Good night, everyone.